Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're returning, then welcome back. I had a fun-packed episode today of things to do in Sienna, the S4, as Phili's named her. But Sienna decided that she didn't want to play ball, to be honest. She's 16 and getting on a bit, and she went, nah, fuck that. I was going to teach Phili how to use launch control because I thought that would be really funny, because it's really quite fast. But Sienna decided, nah, I don't really want to play that game. And as I was clearing out the garage, she decided to start misfiring. So that's on the agenda. Can't do that today. I'm still waiting on some parts. One of the main things that I was going to try and do, which is pretty much what I'm going to be doing in this episode, is I had to clean out the garage. That sounds really uninteresting, but if I want to be able to do some work, then that's a necessity. So check out what it used to look like, and I'll be right back when it's done. Not the biggest garage, I'll give you that, but equally we've cleared enough space that there is plenty of space to get around and work on the car. So she's accelerated her progress in one sense, because she decided to shit the bed and not play ball, doing lovely hard launches after being sat for about 12 months. But in saying that, I did do some earlier, which was immense fun. I forgot how fast this car is. So to give you a rundown on the spec of this car it's got about 114,000 miles on it, so fairly low for its age. It's got, I suppose, stage 2 kind of tune. So it's got a remap ECU, headers, downpipes, and sports cats, and full non-resonated exhaust. So it's not stock, and it does 0 to 60 in about 4.5 seconds. So for something this big, it's absolutely amazingly fast. It just shifts. And four-wheel drive, it puts the power down like nothing else. But because it's decided to shit the bed and not really want to go anywhere, I thought the best bet is to just use the opportunity of the garage space and get cracking on some of the work. So bonnet can come up. And nice and dirty under there. I'll leave that one up in general. I'm going to have to, first of all, I'm going to put a list of all the things that we need to do on the car together. I started, and there are about 8 things that needed to be done on the thing. As I've started to go through and just started driving it this week, I realised that's about 23 at the moment, and I'm sure that's only going to get bigger. First and foremost, what I want to do is I want to take off the front and rear bumper. See if I can start looking at repairing those, and get to repair the front arches and the surface rust that's sitting on those. So I've got some sandpaper and everything, so I'll jack up the car. I'm going to put it on stands on the front so I can get better access to the wings. They're actually pretty decent condition for the age, you know, 16-year-old car. These B6s tend to eat through arches, even the B7s, so I'm actually quite pleased with that. There are a lot of little things that I keep noticing, like this rear top light has cracked, so I'll be replacing that as well. So every time I go through, I need to start making more of a list. What I've decided I'm going to do actually is paint a blackboard on this wall, nice big square, and get one of those blackboard pens so I can write loads of stuff on it. But yeah, I'll get cracking on some of the work, get my sandpaper out, and I'm gonna give it a bit of a bash and see how far I get. So I've started to make a bit of progress on stripping down the back end. Lights have come out, and you can see I've highlighted with a bit of paper just the patches that need a bit of repair. The biggest part really on the back, and probably the biggest part on the whole car actually, is behind the rear number plate that I've taken off. You can see there that it's pitted. It's actually solid, but I'm not sure if that's treatable. So that's kind of my first question, whether I can use some rust treatment on that to stop it getting any worse. I'll grind it right back with the grinder. I'll get on that one tomorrow, but I'm not sure if that is something that will need to be cut out completely, or whether it's actually treatable. I'm sure someone will let me know. So let me know in the comments if I still need to cut that out, or whether that bit would be treatable, if I can use some rust treatment on it and skim over and go that way. But like I said, that's probably the worst on the car. I'll strip the rest off, and I'm going to start taking the rear bumper off as well. And yeah, the tear down continues. I've done the same with the front, and yeah, let's see how we got on with all this. On Sunday I've got everyone involved. So what we've been doing is, so Zach, which part are you working on here?
Well, I'm working on like this area that has all been scratched up because of the sandpaper, because it's a bit dented. And so we kind of.
But what have I done to try and sort the dent out?
You've been, well, hammering it in place. I thought would be very proud of you. Yeah, so we need sandpaper because well, there's been on the bumper. We've taken the bumper off already.
Yeah.
And Dad had, because there was a dent in it where this dent is, but it was a lot like pushed in. So that these are a couple of things that I don't understand that need to be in these two holes here, so that the car is, it's not for show or to make it look nice, it's so that it actually works.
Well, it is to make it look nice, really.
But also to make it work. And with the bumper, that here and here, there's a dent. So my dad's been taking the hairdryer and like not melting it, but softening up the plastic with it, and then like molding it into place.
So thanks to Zach for giving me a hand on this. So I undid all of the bolts on the front bumper, 2 at the front, 3 down each side. I had to take the wheel off each side but put the wheel back on because I didn't want to leave it on stands. And now it's take the bumper off. I know it's loose, so nice and off. One thing realised is that when I was taking the front bumper off on that side, I had to remove the part of the washer bottle, and there's a hose down there that's not actually attached or anything. So I thought there was a hole in my washer bottle, but it looks like that's just not attached to the front washer motors for the lights. So it looks like that's snapped off there. So I need to get a replacement for this side for the pump, because that plastic part snapped off there. So I'll just get a replacement pump for that side, and then it just needs tubing to run from one side to the other, a little T-piece and back to there, and that should actually be that one fixed. Also, I've noticed somehow the front fog loom and horn loom and washer loom is not actually plugged into anything. So that would really explain why the horn and fogs are not working. Mysteriously, it doesn't seem to be hanging down anywhere there. So I need to find the missing loom somewhere. But now I've got this off, next part I want to continue work on the rear bumper on the next one, as well as try and fix with a bit of plastic weld, a bit of epoxy. There's a bit of a tear in the bumper here. So I'm going to continue that in the next episode, work on these 2 bumpers, and then I'll probably start work on the arches as well, just trying to get rid of the surface rust on that. But yeah, fully underway with what we're doing, and looking forward to the next episode. Thanks for watching.